Hello friends, welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to talk about what makes a good decision and how you can decide in advance about the way in which your decision will be impacting your future life. So, one point I feel that you should discuss before making any decision or before making any choice is to what can go wrong. If you decide in advance what can go wrong, and you know that if something goes wrong, what you have to do and what can be the cost of making things normal, or if something goes wrong, what will be the price you have to pay in order to make things as they were before you started it. So the best example for this type of situation is uh, giving an entrance exam. So let's say if you are giving an entrance exam where there is no competition and there are very few people applying for the competition, in that case you don't need to study that much, but still if you study well, there is a good chance that you will pass. But if you study not for a less competitive exam, but if you study for a more competitive exam, then you know that something is valuable because its demand is high and you may get the return which you are expecting. But the problem is you have to prepare more, you have to work harder, because mere minimum knowledge is not enough to clear that exam. And if we compare this with how your other decisions are made, so if we compare it with people mm purchasing, or if people are finding out things which they have not seen for the first time, or which they are finding for the first time about their life, then it's a fresh start for them. There is no uh, there is no disappointment, as you don't know what the thing has in store for you. You just go with a purely non-judgmental kind of manner, and it's a fresh thing for you. It's just like a surprise. You find things out by surprise. So now you know that entrance exams or exams where there is a chance of failure have you know have a high chance of a bad surprise. But that actually is not a surprise, because this element of surprise is only there where you don't expect something. But in case of entrance exams, disappointments are always uh, there from the beginning, because anything can go wrong. Even if nothing goes wrong, your competitors may do better than you. or even if you are not uh, doing worse, they do much better than you. So you don't know what can happen and why you are not going to get selected. So what to do if you have these options, and which decision should you prefer? The decision with less disappointment, or the decision with more disappointment but a better return? As you know, if you don't have any competition, you assume that perhaps the thing is not worth it. You assume it because if it was worth it, then competition would be more and more people would want it, right? But that may not happen always, because it depends on the information level, it depends on the skill level of the people whom uh, this thing is targeted towards. Okay, so if there is a field of knowledge, or if there is an object which is presented to a lot of people, then how they see the object or how they see this particular field from their perspective, it may not be as good or as bad as they think it is. Okay, so if something is new, then people don't really have a good perspective. Or even if something is uh, very old, but people prefer it to other things, that can still change. So good things also can turn out to be bad relatively, because there is not a element of constancy forever. And also, if there is something new, it may turn out to be very valuable in the future. So these were the things which I wanted to discuss in this video. I hope you liked it, and please comment if you liked it, and also say something as you might find it interesting or boring. So what do you like to do? Whether the risk was worth it or not, you can share these things in this video. Thank you so much.